What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to take a look at this brand new 2021 Ram 1500 Rebel. Huge shout out and thank you to Benson Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram for providing this brand new truck for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website down in the description below. They have a huge selection of all the brand new Rams, so definitely check them out. And the model that we're looking at today is a 4x4 crew cab finished off in flame red and has an MSRP at $68,000. Underneath the hood, this features a 5.7 liter Hemi V8 that cranks out 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. The engine has a mild hybrid system and is paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and also features 4-wheel drive with a locking rear differential. And with a curb weight around 5,300 pounds and running on a 26-gallon tank, you can expect 15 miles per gallon in the city and 21 out on the highway. The overall length is 232.9 inches with a wheelbase at 144.5. We get a width of 82.1 inches with a height of 77.6. And with this configuration, you can expect max towing at 8,100 pounds with a payload capacity at 1,800 pounds. This 2021 Ram Rebel is also equipped with the optional air ride suspension, which gives it a max ground clearance at 10.8 inches, and then the departure angle is 23.8 degrees with an approach angle at 26.7 degrees and breakover at 21.8. The exterior design of the 2021 Ram Rebel is really aggressive looking. We have a huge Ram logo right in the center of the grille, features black trim all around it with a black bezel and black mesh. There's also a forward-facing camera and 6 parking sensors within the front bumper. We have a blacked out front bumper with metal tow hooks on each side, as well as some gray trim on the farthest sides. There's another black portion above the grille leading to the hood. Then you can see LED daytime running lights wrapped around the headlights with black housing. The front end flows very nicely to the hood with a massive raised portion right in the center. You have your 1500 Hemi badge right on the top of the hood, as well as 2 vents on each side, as well as another vent on the back side. All of the contours up front flow together to give this an aggressive design, and it flows really nicely as we make our way to the side profile. You'll see blacked out fender flares as well as a black Ram logo, and we also have a set of running boards down below. We also have body colored door handles with black side mirrors with an integrated LED turn signal. There's black trim all around the windows and a blacked out B-pillar, and then making our way to the roof, this also features a panoramic sunroof. The side profile equally looks really aggressive. We have a set of 18-inch matte black wheels wrapped in a 33-inch Goodyear all-terrain tire. There's clean body lines flowing through the side profile, as well as a sharper body line in the lower portion of the door panels. Being the full crew cab with the shorter bed, it has great proportions all around. And then as we make our way to the rear end, this features 6 parking sensors on it with an integrated dual exhaust system with blacked out tips. The trailer hitches right in the center with all of your plugs over on the right side. We have a good texture on the top of the bumper for good grip to get in and out of the rear. A huge Ram logo right in the center with Rebel on the left and 4x4 on the right side. And then right in the top of the tailgate, we have the standard backup camera as well as the handle to open the tailgate. The Rebel also features a set of LED taillights that have a nice design with a blacked out portion in the center with a Ram logo. And then finishing up with the rear end of the Ram Rebel, there's a little protrusion right here for a side step. You just put your foot on it and give it a firm press down, and the step will automatically come out. Gives you really easy access to enter the rear end of the truck. And then if we go ahead and grab the handle, you can press the button. It's a soft open feature, so it's very easy to open up the tailgate. You can see everything is lined with a nice spray and bed liner. We have aluminum railing on each side for added hooks. And there's also a tow hook in each corner, as well as 2 LED lights on the rear sides. And then we have an LED light for your third brake light, as well as a rearward facing camera. And then finishing it all up, the tailgate weighs practically nothing. You can easily lift it up and close it into place, and then giving this a firm press forward, you can store away the footstep. So there's a good look at the exterior as well as some of the performance specs with the 2021 Ram Rebel 1500. Comment down below, what do you guys think of this truck? I think it looks super cool. I love the red and all the black accents, and the tailgate is really sweet, especially how light it is, and then that little step is a nice little touch. So we also have this nice looking key fob, and we can double tap this button to open up the tailgate. We also have another button to lower the suspension all the way. Then if I go ahead and lock the truck, if I double tap the engine start stop button and hold it, it'll automatically start right up. That Hemi V8 roars to life. If I touch the button again, we can shut it off, and then keeping the key fob in my pocket, all I have to do is go up to the door handle and grab it. It automatically unlocks, and we can get a great look at the interior. This truck has a full black leather interior. You're also going to see some silver accents all throughout it. As we go ahead and take a look at the door panel, it's finished off all in black. We have a nice padded material up top with a cool design as well. And then we have an aluminum colored release handle with your memory seating. all of your window controls, lock and unlock, as well as your mirror controls. We have a little bit of storage down there, as well as 2 cup holders and even more storage, and then part of the stereo system. Then as we make our way inside, we have an all-weather set of floor mats with a Ram logo, and then all of your power seats are on the side of the seat. You can see all of the black leather with contrast stitching, perforated leather in the centers with a really nice design to it, and we also have the Rebel logo embroidered on the side of the bolster. There's a really cool texture to the seats with the trim, and then we have more contrast stitching up top. And then turning around to the steering wheel, it's finished off in black leather with perforated leather on the sides. We also have more of the white stitching, some nice gloss gray trim to it, and a Ram logo right in the center. And then now inside the truck, keeping my foot on the brake, we can go ahead and fire it up. V8 roars to life. Then also a really cool touch with the engine on, we have an LCD display for the rear view mirror, and if we pull this down, it goes to the standard mirror and then the LCD display. Taking a look at the gauge cluster now, we have a color LCD display right in the center, as well as your tach and engine temperature on the left side. You have your speedometer and fuel on the right. Looking through this center display here, we have park neutral drive in the bottom with your odometer. And then using these buttons right here, we can scroll through many different items. If I scroll down, we can go under vehicle information. You can scroll left to right in these settings as well and see more information within the truck. Continuing to scroll down, we have an off-road setting. You can see your drivetrain. Scrolling over to the right side, we have the pitch and roll meter. Continuing down, we have some driver's assist. We have some fuel economy settings you can go left and right in. Continuing down with more trip information, trailering, all of your music and audio comes up, as well as other messages and settings. On the left side of the steering wheel, we have all of your Bluetooth and audio controls as well. And then moving to the right side, all of your cruise control settings, as well as the adaptive cruise control. We have more indicators right here. And then on the back side of the steering wheel, we have volume controls, as well as the track seat buttons for the radio. On the left side, we have your turn signal stalk with your windshield wipers, then all of your headlight controls, as well as an electronic park and brake, and an adjustment lever for the pedals. We have one of the air vents over on this left side, some really nice stitching and black leather along the dash, as well as the heads-up display. And then moving to the center, this truck has an Alpine audio system, beautiful leather all along the dashboard, giving this a really cool design. Then taking a look at the center display here, this is a massive, it's over 1 foot in length, really nice HD touchscreen display system for pretty much everything that you need. If you touch the app buttons down below, it comes up with all the different items within the screen. We can scroll over to your media. You have all of your controls right here. We have the forward-facing camera that'll pop right up. You can just see that view. Then if you continue, you can go to your surround view. So you can see the backup camera right there. Continuing over, you can see all the different views you get. And then this one right here eliminates the top down. We also have the mirror right here you can dim, exiting out of this portion of the screen. If you tap the climate control button, all the climate controls come up on the screen. You can see how easy everything. We have a drag you can use right here to easily control the temperature. Then going back under the apps. Then if we hit navigation, you have a really large navigation screen that's going to come up. That is insane looking. It looks like a massive tablet, which is really cool. Then your phone can pop up right there. And then over on the left side, we have some shortcut keys for the climate controls. Up top, we have hazards, lane keeping assist, the automatic parking, and then some more shortcuts for more climate controls. And then scrolling down below this, we have the screen off, a browse tuner, and then your volume and mute. And then on the left side, we have your gear selector. You just put your foot on the brake and twist this for different gears. We have all your four-wheel drive settings right here, as well as a downhill and an axle lock. And then below this, we have the trailer brake gain. And then more buttons right here. We can raise and lower the suspension, traction control, your tow and haul mode, and then all of your parking sensors. And then beneath that, we have even more storage space, a little bit of a cubby here with some USB ports on the right side. 2 cup holders in the center with a place for change. And if you pull this lever right here, you can slide this completely far back. Now you have a lot more storage space in this Ram. And then we have a Ram logo in the center with more leather and stitching. Grabbing this handle, we can open this up and see just how much storage space we have. One thing very cool, we have some nice icons in the back here for different measurements, angles, and things like that. If we close this and pull the top lever now, it'll open up for a little bit of storage. And then moving over to the right side, we can press this button right here. We have a nice glove box up top, and then pulling this handle, we have another glove box down below for even more space. Then we can close it up. We have a Rebel logo, and then one really good look at this interior. This center screen has a great design to it. Everything looks really premium inside the new Rams. I love the seating, the materials, and then taking a look at this full panoramic sunroof. If we go up top here, we have all of your different buttons right here. We can press this one right here to open up the sunshade, and we get a great view out the pano. And then now taking a look at the space you get in the rear seats, we can go ahead and open up this door. I have the driver's seat set to my height, which is 5'11", and these doors open very nicely. We have a lot of nice designs on the door panel, just like you saw up front, and then the same leather pattern for the rear with the perforated leather and all the color contrast stitching. With the panoramic roof open, you can see just how much light we have in here, ton of legroom as well, some storage behind the seats. We have some climate vents in the center with USBs and heated seats, and if you open that up, we even have a 3-prong outlet. And then now hopping in the back seat of the Ram Rebel, the 1500, you have a ton of space in here. This is really impressive. I love the headroom. You have about maybe 2 inches, and then the armrest is in a really good spot, so it's really quite comfortable. And then taking a look at this right side here, we can pull this seat down. You have another armrest and then some cup holders, and there's a lot of width here, so you actually have quite a lot of space. And then all the glass and everything, you really do have a lot of space back here. And as you can see, we have a ton of legroom right here in knee room, maybe about a foot of knee room, and my feet are fitting very nicely. So a ton of space in the back of the Ram. Alright guys, so we are now setting off in the 2021 Ram Rebel 1500. I've never driven the new Rams. A lot of people have good things to say about them, and the interior, I can definitely see that. This interior is insane looking. I love how nice all the leather is. It's extremely comfortable. Armrests are good. You have great visibility. The center screen is ridiculous to see. There are so many functions. Everything is so crystal clear. I just love how everything works. It's as modern as you would like. Everything just looks super cool to it. You can just see pretty much anything you would ever need to see on a screen, and the materials are really nice throughout the truck. Like I said, with visibility, you have a really good view out the front. You can see all the vents in the hood, has a really aggressive design to it. And then looking over your left and right shoulders, looking through these windows, they're huge. And then looking at this LCD screen right here for the rear view camera, or rear view mirror, I should say, you have a really good view behind the truck. Mirrors are pretty good. And then over your left and right shoulder, you have pretty much no blind spots. Most pickup trucks, you have really good visibility, so it's nice to see that with the Ram, it's just like that. And then I have this huge panoramic sunroof opened up. It feels very light and airy in here. I just like that feeling of it. Now, as we're driving right now, we have the optional air ride suspension. So we have the adjustable ride, which is really cool. I love how you can toggle this up and down. Right now, we are in the highest position. I don't think I can lower it right now moving, but as we get onto a smoother road, because that road was pretty bumpy, steering is really light in this thing, very nice. But now that we're on a smooth road, it's extremely smooth. The air ride is doing a really good job just making this float like a cloud. I like how the Rams seem to have such a good luxury aspect to them, to where you don't feel like you're in a truck right now. Right now, I feel like I'm just in a luxury vehicle. I'm high up off the road. I can see over everything. I have amazing visibility. So it's just a truck that you can drive and be really comfortable for long hauls, long trips. I don't see any issues with this. And then as we get going over some train tracks now, feeling some bigger bumps, it handles them well. You know, the truck feels really solid, which I like. It doesn't slosh around. Some bigger trucks like this, you know, with off-road tires are kind of messy on road. This one seems very composed, and being the Rebel, this is still good for trails. This is kind of designed for that. It's not crazy hardcore off-road, but it has a lot to offer for the off-road, and I like how it doesn't seem to sacrifice anything when you're on road. It's still comfortable like you would expect from the new Rams, but then you do have all the fun features, good approach angle, ground clearance, of course the adjustable suspension, differentials, and all that kind of thing. And of course you can see off-road settings in the gauges, which is a really cool touch. So let's feel out the V8 just a little bit, getting up to some speed now. Wow. That was 40 miles an hour without even thinking. That is super quick like you would expect. The Hemi V8 does not disappoint. And now the little bit of off-roading, we'll just go around this gravel. As you'd expect, of course, it's gonna do it well. It's not real off-roading. But I think that's about it for the 2021 Ram Rebel 1500. This is a really nice truck. I think the fit and finish is nice. Exterior design is really nice. I think it just has a super cool look with a lot of aggression to it. I think everything is designed really well for a modern truck. The interior is amazing. The screen is really nice. I like how user-friendly it is. I like all the luxuries we get. I'm lowering the suspension right now, which you don't normally think about in a truck, and I can tell we're actually lowering quite a bit. You have good visibility, good power, good towing, good off-road capabilities, and so much space in the bed and in the back seats and up front here. This is a really roomy truck. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for reviewing this truck. I think it has a lot to offer. Definitely put it on your list if you're looking for something pretty sweet. Huge shout out and thank you once again to Benson Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for providing this Rebel for today's video. Definitely check out the link to their website. They're getting a ton of the 2021 model year vehicles in stock and ready to go, so definitely check them out. But that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. Stay tuned for plenty more reviews to come, and I'll see you guys in the next video.